Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So here we will discuss today about the properties of the oxyacids of the phosphorus. As we have already learned, the phosphorus, which is a non-metal, it belongs to group 5A. It contains 5 electrons in its valence shell and it requires 3 more electrons to complete its octet. As it is a non-metal, so it can gain the electrons. Now here we are talking about its oxyacids. So the phosphorus can make the two types of the oxyacids. The number one is H3PO3, which is the phosphorus acid, and the second is orthophosphoric acid, which is H3PO4. So this is the phosphorus acid, and this is known as the orthophosphoric acid. Now here we will discuss their properties. The properties are of two types. Number one is their chemical properties, and the second type of properties here we have their physical properties. Before the start of the properties, here the chemical properties, just check out that what type of products it can form and what is its reactivity with the other substances. And in physical properties, we just check out its melting point, we will have its boiling point, we will have their density, we will have their color, and as well as their physical state and etc. A lot of physical properties can a have. So let's start the topic. The first one is their physical properties. This is the acid which is H3PO3 and it is named as phosphorus acid. And it is basically a white crystalline solid, and here we have its melting point, which is 73.6 degrees Celsius, as it is in the solid state. So the temperature, which is 73.6 degrees Celsius, at this temperature it started to melt. On the other hand, here we have the second acid, which is H3PO4, and its name is orthophosphoric acid. And its some physical properties here we have. It is a colorless and deliquescent crystalline solid, and its melting point is 41 degrees Celsius, that is less than the phosphorus acid, and it is also soluble in water. If it is soluble in water, so we can say that it is to somehow a polar substance. So these are the some simple physical properties of the oxyacids of the phosphorus. After this, we have the chemical properties. So number one, we have chemical properties of phosphorus acid. Here I'm going to write its formula H3PO3. The first chemical reaction is its decomposition. When we have the phosphoric acid, it is present in the solid state. It just decomposes into two products. The number one is phosphine, which is taken as PH3, and the orthophosphoric acid, which is H3PO4 upon heating. So all that process just happened upon heating. When we started to heat this, it decomposes into two products, the phosphine and H3PO4 orthophosphoric acid. So this can be used for the production of the acid as well as phosphine. Here we have its second physical or a chemical property in which it is a powerful reducing agent and reduces copper sulfate, silver nitrate, and etc. to their metallic state. So here H3PO3 is working like a reducing agent, and the reducing agent is a substance that reduce the other but it oxidize itself. That substance is known as reducing agent. And here the phosphoric acid while reacting with the copper sulfate and water, it produces the orthophosphoric acid, sulfuric acid, and the copper. Here the copper is just reduced due to the presence of this reducing agent, which is the phosphorus acid. Now we have the chemical properties of the phosphorus is number 3 and 4 chemical reaction. It can react with the oxygen and to form the orthophosphoric acid. While reacting with the excess of the oxygen, it produces the orthophosphoric acid. So this can also be used for the production of this type of acid. Then it's 4. The nascent hydrogen is the one hydrogen that is known as the atomic hydrogen, and it is highly reactive, that it can react with any substance. So while reacting with the phosphorus acid, it produces phosphine, which is pH 3, along with the production of the water over there. So these are some chemical properties of the phosphorus acid that we have. After this, we have some chemical properties of the orthophosphoric acid, and here its formula is H3PO4, which is the second oxyacid of the phosphorus. While orthophosphoric acid, it is a tribasic acid. Tribasic acid because it has here the three hydrogen atoms. So it reacts with the sodium hydroxide to give the three series of the different salts. In the number 1, when sodium hydroxide is going to react with the phosphoric acid or orthophosphoric acid, it produces a compound which is NaH2PO4 and production of the water. While that number 1 product reacts with the sodium hydroxide again, it produces a second product which is Na2HPO4. So this is the second product. Now this second product reacts in the third step, which is Na2HPO4, and reacting with the sodium hydroxide, it produces Na3PO4, which is the last one product of this reaction, along with the production of the water. And in all these reactions, we have just seen that the production of the water is in common, that all these three reactions just produces that product in detail. On the other hand, here we have second chemical reaction, in which what happened when we started to heat that phosphoric or orthophosphoric acid. On heating, it just loses the water and convert it into the pyro and metaphosphoric acid. These are the two intermediate states of the acids of the or oxyacids of the phosphorus, in which we have orthophosphoric acid. Upon heating at the temperature 240 degrees Celsius, it loses the water, as this process can be called as the dehydration process, and it produces a type of acid which is pyrophosphoric acid as H4P2O7. And when the temperature rises up to 316 degrees Celsius, the remaining water is lost and it is converted into metaphosphoric acid, which is HPO3. So this is the simple chemical property of the orthophosphoric acid when it get heats. I hope you guys understand about the topic, and if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. The next topic that we will discuss, these are the general properties of the group 6A elements in detail, that is known as the oxygen group of the periodic table. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.